Hey friends, and welcome back to Gardening Suburbia. My name is Amanda, and I am a gardener here in Zone 6 in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I am actually preparing for a market here in about 9 days. I'm going to be selling some plant starts, and I just wanted to make a little video about hardening off. So hardening off is basically the process of taking your plant that's been inside, that has been growing for however long you've had it on your shelves with some grow lights, or you've been swapping it from window to window, and just gradually getting it used to the UV light from the sun. So if you guys were to take your plant that's been inside, protected from the UV light, and just plop it outside and leave it outside, it's potentially going to die. More likely than not, it will die. It will get something called sunburn or sun scald, and the leaves will kind of wilt, turn like this really pale yellow, and then the plant will just kind of flop over. So I like to take my plants out on like about a week of time. I'll set aside for hardening off. So I want to do this before I need to plant things out. Since I'm doing a plant sale, I want to make sure that these plants are hardened off for anybody who's purchasing plants from me so they don't have to worry about it. I like to take my plants outside in either early morning or late afternoon for kind of more indirect sunlight exposure. And I really do start with about 1 to 2 hours for the first day or two. And then as we go through the week, I will progressively lengthen the amount of time. And then by the 6th and 7th day, I will go ahead and take my plants out and give them more direct, early afternoon sunlight. So that harsher light. So right now I have my plants outside. I am on day 3. It's super sunny. The sun is like right in my eyes. I'm on day 3 of hardening my plants off. So I'm doing it for about 3 or so hours right now. Probably up it to 4 to 5 the next 2 days, and then, 6 to 7 the last 2 days, and then they'll be ready to be outside. I do have some plants that are finished hardening off. Those are my pansies, the Black Devil pansy, and then a couple different varieties of snapdragons. So it looks like 2 of my pansies kind of died, which is okay. But a lot of them look really good. I haven't quite decided whether or not I'm going to be selling any of these or just using these all for myself. I do have like 5, 6 cells of these, 5 that are full, and then this one has 2. And then I do have a ton of snapdragons. These looked a little sad. I just gave these guys some water, so they're kind of wilty right now, but the majority of them are big and happy, and I've been making sure to pinch them off so that they split into a bushier plant. So tons of different varieties here. I am doing this with all of my plant starts, so it feels like a lot. I had been having some trouble with my tomatoes. They were getting some pretty strong leaf curl, and I couldn't tell if this was simply due to lack of nutrients, too much water, not enough water. So I decided I wasn't going to do anything with them except get them some sunlight and hope that the sunlight would help them come back. So I've got a few. Like this one looks not great. So any of these ones that are like really look like they're struggling, I probably will. Well, no, I won't be bringing these to the market. But the ones that look nice and happy, and not the guy, are really like filling out a whole bunch, I will take these guys. And funny enough, so I've had a few that just did not make it. And now I've got little babies popping up everywhere in my cells, which is just so funny. I am super excited about all the plants in the garden. I'm especially excited about this amaranth. It has such beautiful variegation of purple and green on its leaves already. These guys are looking so good. This is my first year of starting amaranth inside from seed instead of direct sowing. Direct sowing just being after the last frost, putting those seeds actually in the soil outside. But I'm super excited about this. This is the red spike amaranth. And I just love how those leaves look. They look so, so pretty. So I did have, I think, 2 trays of tomatoes that looked kind of weird. This being the other one. They're just curling a whole bunch. But I'm really hoping that the sunlight's gonna get them right. That one's just really floppy. And then we have tons and tons and tons of little zinnias. I'm planning on bringing these to market. We'll see how much bigger they get. But yeah, we've got a lot of little babies. And of course, some peppers. But all in all, I just wanted to make the quick reminder that hardening off is a really important part to starting seeds at home. It's really the equivalent of us during the winter being super pale, at least if you live in Ohio like I do. You don't get very much sun during the winter. And then deciding that on the first sunny day, you're going to wear a tank top, and then realizing the next day it was a very, very poor idea because you are beet red. So it's the same thing with the plants. They need to kind of build up that base layer before they can just be outside all the time. So don't forget, make sure you're hardening off your plants, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. If you want to watch any of my other content, I'll go ahead and pop a video up here. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this very short and informational video, hopefully. I'll see you guys next time.